Alright, we got a woodchuck out there, 50 yards. Let's see if we can get him. Yeah, I'd say the 44 took care of him. Well, how's it going today, folks? Eric woodchucking today. We've got another Marlin 1894. This one is the Remington generation, made in Ilion, New York. But as you guys know, I'm a pretty big fan of the 44 Magnum. I've had the CVA 44 Mag single shot for quite some time. I've been keeping my eye out for a good deal on one of these, and believe me, they are expensive. You're definitely gonna pay for one if you want one. But anyway, yeah, I'll give you a close-up of this thing. A lot of you guys probably already know quite a bit about these, but this is the Remington generation, kind of known to not be quite as quality as the JM models, but I picked this up used, and I mean, really thought it was in really good condition. So as you see, the bluing, very nice on it. Fit and finish is really not too bad. There's just a couple spots that I thought were pretty bad. I got a little bit of a burr right there. Also, back of the slide is super sharp, so I don't really care for that. But then another thing, you know, you can see a little bit of fitment issue right there. So, I mean, none of this is a big deal. I'm more in it for the function of the firearm, and you know, it seems to be functioning pretty well. I shot a little bit when I first got it with the buckhorn sights. Not really a big fan of those, so I went with the Williams aperture. Had a few other issues as far as like all these screws being loose. This screw right here is your spring gate tension. That was loose, it was causing jams. So tighten that up, that was fine. Front sight was loose. Had to take it completely off and clean the threads out, tighten it back down. I mean, it's good and solid now. Another thing I'm not a real huge fan of is just how small this loop lever is. It really doesn't feel too good in my hands. But I've got a Ranger Point Precision on its way, but for now, you know, this will do just fine for today. Just got it sighted in with some 240 grain XTP loads that I whipped up, hand loads. Also gonna try out some 180 grain bullets. I got some 180 grain XTPs and some 180 grain Hydra shocks that I hand loaded, just 30 grains of H110. There's quite a few videos out there on YouTube, you know, on the 1894s. But a lot of people I see aren't really concentrating too much on the accuracy. I do want to shoot a few groups today, just see how tight of a group I could get with this thing. I mean, to be honest with you, if I could hold 2-3 inches at 50 yards, I'd be pretty happy. So yeah, let's do that, shoot some groups, and then we'll probably just do some blasting with it. All right, so right here's a few of the different rounds I'm gonna be running here. This is just, I loaded up a bunch of these 240 grain XTP, 23 grains H110. Pretty standard load, so I just loaded up a bunch of these like that. Right here's some more. Right here's my 180 grain bullets. Got the 180 grain Hydra shock right here. Tried these out of my CVA, and I mean, the best I could hope for was like 8 inches, 8-inch groups at 50 yards. But granted, the CVA is a 1 in 20 twist, where the Marlin is a 1 in 38. So maybe the slower twist rate will kind of keep these things from over stabilizing or getting too much spin on them. And then these ones here are just 180 grain XTPs. You can see how little case capacity these take up. So this is rocking a 30 grain powder charge. Right here's the 240 grain. You can almost see right where that's seated. So that's a 23 grain charge. Then I actually forgot that I had these loaded here. These are the 270 grain Spear deep curls. They're a bonded soft point bullet. Can't remember the powder charge off the top of my head. I'll annotate it here. But yeah, let's go ahead and shoot a group of these as well. Well, it appears both my 180 grain loads weren't even hitting this drum at 50 yards. As you can see, the top target, that's my 240 grain load. At least kept them all in the orange. Those 180 grains holding at that bottom center circle didn't even hit the drum. So yeah, we're gonna try out the 270 grain spear next, see how they group here. Well dang, I guess I found the bullet this gun likes. Right here. These were my last 3 shots, holding here the whole time. So yeah, they're dropping in quite a bit lower than the 240s, but yeah, that's not bad at all. Might have to find me a few more of those to try out. Last I looked, they're all sold out, so yeah, I'll have to get me some more, but pretty happy with both of these. Again, the 180 grainers, have no idea where the hell they were even hitting. So yeah, let's do some plinking here, burn up some of them 240 grainers. Let's see if we can't take out that more precision target there. I got a small jug on top of a big jug. Right over it. All right, let's go for these 3 that are right in a row. Speed shoot. Let's go for that plate. Well, I'd say we took care of that. How about that milk jug up there? Yeah, not too bad if I take my time. Well, I was gonna try out a 180 grain, but it's looking like we're pretty well out of targets. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna let that bleach bottle get away. I got some 180 grainers here. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can't hit it. Oh yeah, that was the Hydra Shock. So there you go, folks. A little bit of shooting here with the Marlin 1894. Maybe I'll see if I can't get a woodchuck with it or something, but yeah, overall I was actually fairly happy with the accuracy off the bench there. You know, about 2-inch groups at 50 yards with iron sights. I mean, I really don't know as I could do any better than that. I mean, yeah, you could throw a scope on one of these, but you know, the way this cone here is designed on the back, you know, it's really meant to keep things low profile. I think that was the problem that we were having with the Marlin 218B with that scope. It was just sitting so high, you know, you can't really get a really good cheek weld. This aperture sight sits nice and low, doesn't take up a whole big profile, you know, keeps it nice and smooth, pretty low profile. So yeah, anyway, pretty happy with the gun for sure. Again, it's Alien produced, 1894. Yeah, I mean, really, I'd say this gun's pretty much a gem. I mean, it's got pretty nice walnut stock, decent checkering. It's all in pretty good shape. I think the bluing's pretty nice. So yeah, pretty happy with it. So anyway, thanks for watching, sharing, subscribing. Thanks for all the positive comments. You guys have been really awesome in the comment section as well. Of course, if you want to support the show, patreon.com/chuckin. You know, only $1 a month. It helps us pay for ammo and stuff like that. So anyway, really appreciate you guys. Have a good one.